Hello everyone, today we are going to watch some AR defense replays, something new for this week. Usually I would play with Nifo, but this time I have Muspell. There are multiple reasons for this. First is because Nifo's damage reduction is very nice but not as good as I would love to see. Also, second reason is because Muspell doesn't color share with Seiros, so if you want to bait Seiros, you're also baiting Muspell, and that's why he doesn't have deflect melee. And if you want to bait Seiros with, let's say, Brave Actor, you may have trouble because this one is super fast and she has bonus stats. On top of it, speed rest gap. I also have to place a bolt trap over here because I discovered it too late this week. You can place a melee against Muspell and Seiros and bait Duo Sigurd alone with fast save. So I have to prevent this from happening. As for Otter, I removed the deflect because without Nifo that seems unnecessary and he needs more power. In general, people don't really know how to make a proper hit and run because they forget Brave Arm doesn't have an assist, so he's danced by Myrrh, who also has guidance and sabotage defense, always nice to have. Maribel still reliable but not mandatory, probably will swap her with a duo hero next time because I need two. Duo Sigurd has attack def solo, so for this map, the desert one, I almost never use it, so that's why I wanted to give it a try, but to be honest, the abandoned castle is probably better, so we have two failures here. So for this first match we have a Bridal Katria Gelfons, Legendary Fae, and Yuri. Not properly built, I would say. I think he needs life and death. And they are taking the time to break buildings and properly place their units, I think. And now it finally starts. You will see that Yuri fails to destroy Otter because I still had deflect a missile on him along with Nifo. And that is the classic behavior when you fail to realize which unit moves first and which one gets danced. And this is very interesting. Why Yuri attacks Arm before Regin? My expectation is that probably Regin cannot kill Arm even with Safer Shell. I think. So now I think we have seen more than enough. This match here is the one which makes me realize I should probably swap Nifo for Muspell. So my opponent had a very strong Pirate Veronica. So for a melee matchup against Nifo and Seiros, of course it's going to end badly for me, because they have the same color, and Farsafe Fjorm is going to bait Duo Sigurd alone, and that's why it was a mistake not to place a bolt trap in this spot, where Pirate Veronica stands right now. And if you would ask me why Nifo wasn't protecting Veronica, this is because Veronica's weapon wants her to be solo, so she could be even more scary. And from here, an easy cleanup, of course. And for our next match, interestingly, another one of his Ascendant Fjorm. If you have seen my previous AR defense videos, you will notice people use quite often Ascendant Fjorm against me. Maybe one of the reasons is because I have a healer, for example Myrrh, and they think they can easily get one kill for free. And that's what they usually do, but you have to think of what happens next. Myrrh dies. Okay, but then what? Which one moves first, danced, and then attacks? So this is a classic scenario, and you have seen this multiple times before. Muspell use swap, and arm finish the job. And this one is very interesting because without bonus stats, Lysithea probably fails to kill Muspell, I believe. And my duo Sigurd just 1 HP. I think he needs some flowers eventually. And this Seiros, this bonus Seiros plus 10 is amazing. Look at that. No one even tries to attack her. And now this is too late. They are dealing no damage. Lysithea just 6, nothing, and that's, game over. And here we have Happy with a legendary female Byleth and a legendary Fae. And it starts immediately turn 1. Happy is going to kill Otter, use Kento and being repositioned by Regin. And this illustrates perfectly what I said before. Most players don't perform the hit and run very well. And this is a behavior that happens very often in this map. Seiros moves to the right side and use swap. This is unlike the abandoned castle because in this abandoned castle map you have a much better chance of having Seiros moving to the left side, destroying the breakable structure and being danced by Sigurd. I'm not sure which scenario is best, honestly. So Seiros debuffed, Fae debuffed, but look at that, Sigurd. He kills Byleth. Byleth is supposed to be blue. This guy is beyond amazing. And here we have a very disgusting offense team. Look at that. Plus 10 Fallen Edelgard far save. Near save Brave Edelgard plus 10. Duo Peony and Lean plus 10. That is scary. When you play plus 10 Duo Lean with Duo Peony, you probably destroy everything, including far save most of the time. And you probably don't even need both tower. And I don't expect Muspell to survive, obviously. But well, Brave Edelgard against Arm, of course. It's not going to end well. And here what do we have? Dorothea Dancer and Fartrace Lysithea. So there are two dancers to perform some hit and run tricks. So that looks fine for trap testing. And once more we know perfectly how it ends. Badly. And about Seiros, you're going to see that sometimes she can be surprisingly good for two reasons. First is because most people consider Naga as one of the worst mythics. And they are correct, considering now we have Thor, Regin and Plumeria. They may not even bring her. And in general, they underappreciate the value of Seiros and they believe she's not going to age well. So that's why they may attack Evil Raids Astra without a specific counter to Seiros. And for this match we have Lachesis plus 10, Lysithea Fartrace and Micaiah no follow-up. And this is going to be a hit and run approach. I honestly think it wouldn't matter if the trap was real. You could just use a first dance, then reposition, Canto and the second dance, and it would lead to the same result anyway. And as good as they are, both Muspell and Seiros, they are not going to survive Micaiah, that's obvious. Every single week, I wonder how many times Duo Sigurd caused someone to die, especially after I used the Thread Fruit, and that was definitely a good idea. I have absolutely no regret once again. And here for this match we have something a little bit different. I will be honest, the last time I have seen a Fallen Corrin, plus 8 by the way, very strong, I think it was 2 years. 2 years ago. So there is Leila and 2 dancers. I think the idea is to have Leila attack 2 times, dance 2 times and swap with Corrin, and Corrin is going to tank the remaining foes. But here it's just a hit and run by killing one single unit, and it's not going to end well like many other hit and run. And for this rematch here, I am very happy to see that. Gustav plus Henriette. And the reason is because I really want to see if my defense is doing well against this double save. It is so obnoxious that I care about the performance of my defense against this kind of offense team.
I don't think so.
And from here, I'm pretty sure you understand who is the real danger. Arm is exposed and he's going to be killed, obviously.
That power, never again.
But what about Muspell? That's a real question. Honestly, Muspell performs better than expected. It's not just the joint drive through damage that is awesome, but the fact also he doesn't color share with Seiros, unlike a certain Nifo.
I'm so sorry, Sharena.
And this last match here is the reason as to why I said at the very beginning of this video I may consider removing Myrrh for a second duo hero. Because this kind of scenario is very annoying. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you lose pretty badly. And there's nothing you can do about this. Even when I was using the abandoned castle map with this same setup, it happened several times. They use duo lean, they kill duo Sigurd, dance, activate the duo skill, and they kill the second dancer, here Mirabilis, and they just run away and I have no dancers. So it's a very easy cleanup from here. But I know what you might think, why am I still not using fast save? It would help a lot. Well, that's true, but you know, I will never use this kind of method. And I will always try to find an alternative solution to this problem. And here I really appreciate the fact Muspell can survive duo lean's first initiation and it requires the dance to kill him. And as good as a bonus plus 10 Seiros could be, she obviously cannot survive Thor. We know how strong and dangerous Thor can be. We should know this by now. So about my defense, what can I do about it? Well, like I said before, probably I will find a replacement for Myrrh with a duo hero and keeping Muspell around because he looks promising, and I think that's it for today's video.